Part 2. Claude. Now, as legend has it, Claude grew up like any other gator would have, swimming and splashing about in the thick undergrowth, silently waiting to snap his unforgiving jaws around some passing fisherman. Now, as the story goes, Marie Catherine Laveau, a renowned Creole practitioner of voodoo, bestowed upon her young daughter, Marie Laveau II, a brass brooch imbued with the powers of protection, unknown to anyone outside of their circles. This brooch was so powerful, it could rip the soul from any living creature intending to do harm to her young daughter and create a slave, as it were, protecting, patrolling, and preserving the life of its bearer. Now, one feverish August afternoon, after finishing her chores, of course, young Marie had set off to cool her feet in a small pond on the edge of the wood. The water was as flat as a pressed shirt, and a canopy of vines and dead leaves gazed at itself in the soft green mirror presented by the water. Young Marie shuffled her shoes off and smiled at her reflection, humming a tune. The wind seemed to die out, and the bayou became eerily silent. A raven called in the distance, drawing Marie's attention upward, and at that moment a surge of power and scales ripped the calmness of the tiny pond apart like so many splinters of wood against the blade of a buzzsaw. Claude had emerged, brandishing his toothy daggers, intent on devouring every ounce of the young voodoo princess. The time seemed to slow, and the sky grew dark as the mud between predator and prey. Claude's malevolent maw stung the brass brooch, and the very earth he clung to enveloped his body. Rolling and thrashing about, it filled him from tail to snout, and then the change began. First in his eyes, and then spreading like a plague across the plank of his rigid hide. The dirt dried, crumbled, and floated up slowly, like so many embers of a pyre. Piece by piece, the beast was unmade and reborn from the ash, a glowing bark of a corpse on the shore. The shiny brass of the unremarkable brooch twisted and curled as every grain of dirt from the now cursed lizard pulled itself inside. Dust and leaves surrounded Marie and fell to the ground. Unscathed and with an unwavering stare at her new protector, she grasped for the brooch, which now bared a striking resemblance to the creature before her.
"Come along, Claude,"
she whispered, and since that day she walked with the scaled devil by her side.
Dun, 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 dun,